Hi, my name is Leah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a yoga flow for toned arms. Did you see Miley Cyrus's performance at the Grammys and think, I want arms like this? Follow along. To get started, let's meet in a tabletop position. Your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders and your knees are stacked underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide and press evenly into all 10 fingers. On your inhale, drop your belly, take your gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, take your gaze to the back of the mat for cat. 3 more times. Inhale, drop your belly for cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Come to a neutral spine, and we're going to drop down onto our forearms, keeping them shoulders width distance so you can reach for opposite elbows to get your alignment, and then plant your hands palm down on the mat. Again, your fingertips are spread wide here. We're going to step our feet back into a forearm plank. So using that negative space there, squeezing your core, pressing into your toes, your fingers, everything evenly, and just hold here. Channeling your breath, focusing on something else other than how hard the plank is. You can play with lowering your hips or maybe raising them a bit higher for a break. Three more deep breaths just like this. Last breath. Exhale, lower everything to the ground and just rest your cheek on the mat. Give yourself a little break. Start to press into your palms. Lift your hips, coming into a tabletop position. Then walk your hands a bit forward and step your feet back, coming into a high plank on your hands. We're going to do a few rounds of transition from high plank to downward dog. So starting in high plank, maybe walk your feet a little bit closer to you. Then inhale, lift your hips, press into your palms, encouraging your chest towards your thighs for downward dog. One breath here. And then lower your hips, coming back into plank. We'll do this 5 times. Inhale, lift your hips. One breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. From here, drop your knees down and sit your hips on your heels for child's pose, giving yourself a little break. Start to press back into your palms, coming back into tabletop, and walk your hands forward, step your feet back, coming into high plank. We're gonna drop down into chaturanga. The key here is to keep your body off the ground. Your elbows are tucked in by your sides and your hips are low. When you're ready, inhale, exhale into chaturanga. Hold here for a breath, and then drop your body lift your chest into upward facing dog. Only thing touching the ground in upward facing dog are your palms and the tops of your feet. Roll over your toes, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. From here, drop down onto your knees, and we're gonna come into a side plank. So, lowering onto your forearm on your left side, box your arm out so that it is parallel to the top of your mat. Roll over onto the outside of your left foot. Your right arm can be on your side. And we'll just hold this plank. Inhale, come back through center, switch sides, this time side plank on your right arm. Inhale, come back through center, and back to the forearm plank. Just a quick one this time. Drop your knees down and sit your hips back into child's pose. Hopefully you're feeling warm by now. On your inhale, press into your palms, drop your forearms onto the mat, spread your fingertips wide. We're working into dolphin pose. Tuck your toes under and then lift your hips up and back for downward dog legs while keeping your forearms planted on the mat. This is a really challenging pose that engages a lot of hamstring flexibility and shoulder strength. If you want more of a challenge, you can walk your feet in towards your elbows, and if you want a little less, then you can just walk them out further. One more breath like this. From here, start to press into your hands and walk your upper body towards your feet, rolling all the way back up to standing in mountain. From here, we're going to lift our arms all the way up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, sit into chair. Bring your arms out wide, bending at the elbows for cactus. Fingers are spread, shoulders are low away from your ears. Having to use your back muscles as well as your core. Sink a little lower into your chair. Then inhale, exhale, dive forward into a fold. Just let your upper body hang here. Inhale, plant your palms, lift halfway, flatten your back. Exhale, dive back forward, bend your knees and sit onto your glutes. Extend your legs out long in front of you. From here, plant your palms on the mat behind you. Your fingers are towards your body and your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. We're going to lift into a reverse plank. Inhale, lift your hips. Pointing your toes. See if you can lift your hips an inch higher. Really focusing on your breath here. Exhale, slowly lower your hips back down to the ground. Turn your body so that your chest and your front body is now flat on the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Walk your forearms out in front of you, coming into Sphinx. Inhale. Exhale, start to remove your forearms from underneath you. Lower your chest. Plant your palms by your shoulders and press your body up and back into a child's pose. Option here to bend your elbows and plant your palms on your shoulders to stretch out your triceps. On your next inhale, start to lift your body back up, rolling onto your backside. Lower your upper body down flat against the mat and extend your legs out long. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead, do a nice big stretch. Exhale, come into Shavasana, our final rest. Arms are laying naturally down by your side. And let yourself just enjoy this rest. Taking as long as you'd like in this pose. When you feel ready, start to press yourself back up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining today. I'll see you next time.